Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this latest edition of RE078, where I take old stories I've narrated and update them to modern audio standards. This particular story is called Afraid of the Dark, written by LgFatherAnthrocite. "What do you mean, afraid of the dark?" asked Krylek. "Well, most people are afraid of the dark when they're little. Most humans, that is. Remember, we can't see ultraviolet or infrared like most of the galactic races can. If we weren't into the sun, we couldn't see well. We had a hard time defending ourselves from other predators. It's a genetic memory. In the modern era, it manifests in children as a fear of the darkness. Most people get over it before they hit puberty. But to this day, most human horror fiction is set in dark places. Friend David, what do you mean by horror fiction?" "Oh geez, man, I forgot you guys don't really have movies or recreational books," Dave replied. He pulled out his compad and swiped a few times, and the lights dimmed slightly, and the monitor that hung in the wall turned on. "Wait here for a minute." Dave left Krylek sitting in anticipation. Krylek had seen a human movie before and was excited by the prospect of viewing more. The idea of recreational fiction was new to his race, their arts focusing on musical and visual art. They were a creative people, the Telocs, but they had never caught on to making stories and writing them down, much less acting them out. Krylek understood there was a human art form called where humans would play-act stories out live in front of a room full of others. It was something that Krylek deeply wished to experience. A pleasing scent wafted to his olfactory palate as friend Dave returned. David set down a glass of dark brown bubbly liquid on the table, as well as a globe of Teloxian's favorite beverage, Planks. He also placed a streaming bowl of irregular white puffs on the table. "This is cola, a traditional human beverage. It's carbonated, so drink it slowly. It will fizz a little as you drink it. This is called popcorn, a snack made by heating corn kernels until the water inside causes it to explode, and the starches cook instantly. These are the traditional foods of movie watching." David waited as he watched the Teloxian use secondary appendages to lift a single piece of popcorn and wave it past the creature's olfactory plate, then place it in the creature's mouth. He heard the strange grinding noise. That meant that the Teloxian was macerating the food between what the Telocs used for teeth. "I detect salt and some sort of fat as well. Delightful combination." "It's butter," said David with a chuckle. "Remember to go slowly with the cola." The secondary appendage reached out and grabbed the cola. The Krylek extended his proboscis, used on his native world to retrieve water from tiny crevices and rock shorelines. The end dipped into the brown liquid and siphoned a small amount up. It left a strange sensation in Krylek's nose, but also tasted delightful. The humans never ceased to amaze with their food. "Delicious. I taste aspartame, and what I believe you call vanilla, correct?" "You are right. This is what we call diet cola. Regular cola has sucrose. And I know you don't care for it in high concentrations." "You are most considerate, friend David." "I try. Now, before we start the movie, I want to tell you two things. One, what we're about to see is all made up, and it is not real. Everything is fake, even the buildings, and the damage you see, everything. Okay?" "Understood." Krylek bobbed his eye stalks in understanding. "Good. Number two, tell me if it gets a bit too much, and I'll stop the film, okay? This is an old Earth classic, but it is pretty grisly. Don't hesitate to warn me if it bothers you." Dave waited till he saw the Teloxian nod his eye stalks again. "Okay, here we go," he said and hit play on his compad. "Are you all right, Krylek?" The Teloxian was the same shade of maroon as David's couch, a camouflage response of the creature's skin. Krylek's eye stalk swiveled towards David. After a moment, the color of Krylek's skin faded back to the usual earth tones. "Friend David, are you sure this is fake?" Krylek had never seen such horrors. Humans had been chased by another mutated human through a museum of some kind, and it had killed and eaten them. Krylek was shaken, the violence of the film disturbing. "Oh yeah, those people all went to make on other films and stuff. A lot of what you saw was computer-generated or special effects makeup. You sure you're okay, bud?" "Do many humans watch such films?" "Horror movies are some of the most profitable and long-running film series, I believe." "I feel as though I might need what you call a hug. The creature, it hunted the humans. You are apex predators. Why would you do something like pretend to be hunted? Remember, Krylek, on Earth, there are thousands of apex species, and they occasionally eat each other. Humans have a biological response to danger. We call it fight or flight, and it is in our most basic of instincts. The same way your camouflage response is yours. Humans use such films to engage the fight or flight response because it excites our nervous system. It reminds us of the times before civilization, when darkness meant danger and sleeping was a risk. We sort of crave it.
Friend David?
Yeah, bud?
Are there any more of these horror films?
Thousands.
I think perhaps I will spend my rest cycle in a lit room tonight. I think I'll begin to see why humans are afraid of the dark.
End of story.
I'd quickly like to thank the T5 peeps: Cold War Boomerwaffen, Severin Cerberus, Bushmaster 177, Henry the Red, Caspar Arnholtz, Cold War Boomerwaffen, Elijah Silvercross, Dragzoon WRE, and Severin Cerberus. Thank you very much.